Welcome back to South of Midnight, everybody. We were going this direction. Alright, let's go. Are we following that fox? Is this Ghost of Tsushima now? So chat, was Oblivion fully voice acted as well? Yeah, the big question for tomorrow is just how much of a remake remaster is this thing? Like, are they actually gonna like redo all the voice lines from scratch, or are they just gonna remaster it? You know, it's like what are they doing exactly? It's a really pretty shot. Oh, Patrick Stewart was in it. You know, the funny thing is, I feel like in the late 90s and early 2000s, there were like a lot of big stars that did video games, and then it seemed like there was a big time period there where that just kind of stopped. And then now, here in, let's say, the last 5-10 years, all of a sudden it's gotten real big again. It's like, shoot, you look at Kingdom Hearts, and like the number of like crazy actors.
All right, time to get to work.
That's like in Kingdom Hearts is like bonkers. I also think, and again, that same time period, late 90s, early 2000s, especially when like TNG was going on, they were making so many Star Trek games, and they were doing so many like FMV style Star Trek games. I think the crew of the TNG in particular, I think they got real tired of doing voice work for video games, because there were some of those games where you go back and you like play them now, and you can be like, oh yeah, I can tell Jonathan Frakes is just kind of phoning this one in. He's just like, this is William T. Riker, Starship Enterprise. Ugh, all right, we're fighting the Klingons again. It's like, all right. Attack! Attack! Oh. Wait, you want me to go that way? No, we're not going that way. Mm-mm. Law and Order, Texas Ranger.
The stories you hear about that Maui.
Is it the Lonely Mountain? I see a thingy. I think we're gonna get attacked.
Y'all are in my way.
Crouton, engage. Ow. Get over here. I was looking at my audio meter. Did this game get louder? Feel like the combat is really loud. There was a patch. It didn't mess with my settings, did it? Just for science. Chat, remember 90%. Or 90% on sound effects. Yeah, just for science. Actually, I guess we'll just keep it that way. I was gonna say, normally I don't have the master volume in games that loud, but I think the VO in this game was soft, and I think that's probably why I did it the way I did it. Hey, Fox. Alright, I'm following you. You said you know where you're going. This place is real dangerous. There better be something real good back. Ow! Back in here. Like a legendary artifact. Having to go through all these spikes. This thing should be worth 1,000 points. 20, that's it? It's not very much. Oh, this is the upgrade I have available. I was like, everything is red game. There's nothing for me to buy.
Another one of Mama's things. What else did I get wrong about you? Is that? No way.
Trey always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring. But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money. I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought. Damn it! The road's washed out.
It's never stopped me before. Oh, that's right, I can't swim. I'm a track athlete, not a swimmer. Ow! I hit my button on that, by the way.
Huh? Did the storm crash the boat?
Or did the boat crash the storm? Just making sure there's like nothing over there.
Iron. Right. Maybe I should get myself an iron trinket.
You know what they say, chat. Trinkets and baubles paid for in blood. Actually, I'll tell you guys about something I'm thinking about doing here for the stream. So, like, right now, whenever you guys, like, sub or follow or anything like that, right? It comes up with... it comes up with this little thing, right?
You have returned.
Oh, I forgot this game doesn't like being alt-tabbed. One, two, three, four. So I found an artist that does Darkest Dungeon style artwork. And I'm thinking about commissioning a Darkest Dungeon character that looks like me, but is like a samurai, but it still has like the beanie and stuff on. And then whenever you guys like sub or follow or whatever, that little guy is gonna pop out from the bottom of the screen. And then he's gonna have like a bubble that pops up, and then it'll come up with like the message, and then it also does the Wayne June dialogue. I just think that'd be a fun idea if I can get it working.
Can't see a stigma knot. It's gotta be here somewhere.
Yo, bunnies. Is there anybody in chat who's watching the Last of Us TV show? Since we had WrestleMania last night, I didn't get a chance to see yesterday's episode. But I do know what happened. I mean, I've played Last of Us, so I know what the story is, but... Just without spoilers, there's a really big event that happens in the second game. And they already had that event happen in the second episode. Which I'm surprised, because they're taking the second game and they're making it into 2 seasons. So I really thought they would really stretch out the story. And I really thought the big event, they would do it like as the like cliffhanger episode between season 2 and 3 or something like that. But it's like, no, they just did it last night on episode 2. Apparently. Which is kind of surprising. I don't like this. Yeah, I've seen so many content creators say that, like, The Last of Us 1 and 2 are 2 of the greatest games ever made, and I completely agree with that. But because of, like, how emotional those games are, it's like, people have said, like, yeah, I can never play those games again, or I can never stream them again, or whatever, and... I've thought a lot about that, and I'm like, I wonder if I ever would. Or maybe when the third game finally gets announced, then we replay the first 2 again. Also, another one of the really dumb things that's happening right now. Hey, come back here. What the hell? Anyway, another one of the really dumb things that's happening right now is the gaming community is review bombing the second episode because of what happened. But again, it's the same thing that happened in the game. And it's also one of the main reasons why people don't like the second game. But it's just like, you knew it was coming, and yet you're like review bombing it again. Let's say, it's just, people are stupid.
Better grab that. Need all the help I can get. You don't stay that rich by being kind.
All right, spikies. I'll let you guys spike, and then I'm gonna move. Oh god, there was another grabber up there, and I didn't see it until it was too late. Ow.
There's Bunny's cottage. Place gives me the creeps.
I mean, from like a gameplay perspective and visually and all that, the second one is better. It's just whether or not you like the story. Oh, you're bad. All right. I feel like I am fighting a lot of guys right now. You guys fighting each other over here?
All right, now to keep going.
I still think Last of Us Part 2 is one of the best looking video games that I've ever seen. Like right now, when it comes to just straight up the best looking game I've ever seen, right now it's a tie for me between Last of Us 2 and Hellblade 2. The thing is, Last of Us 2, the original was a PlayStation 3 game. And it still looked that good. And since then, they've remastered it, and I've not even seen the remastered version. And I think it still holds its own with Hellblade 2. Yeah, I kind of want to just play Hellblade 2 again just so I can look at that game for 12 hours. And just be like, oh my god. What am I looking at? What am I hearing in my ears? This game is incredible.
Looks like a lot happened at this old place. Time to fill up my bottle.
Here to fix things.
Good hit, good hit. Yeah, one thing about the combat in this game, I wish the combat had a better lock-on system. Crouton. So, for those of you who watched WrestleMania last night, there was definitely some interesting things that popped up after the show. Because, you know, every inch of that place is being filmed from 1,000 different angles because everybody has a phone. So when Stone Cold came out and he crashed his ATV into the barrier, I made the comment of maybe he's drunk. And if you remember back to his entrance, his music hit, and then he did not appear for like a good solid like minute. And the reason for that, and you can find the video online, is he took his ATV down the wrong path because there was like a ramp that he had to take to get up onto like the stage area, and then he drove down the big ramp, right? So he took the wrong way, and he like crashed his ATV to like kind of underneath to the side of the ramp, and then he tried to back out and he couldn't back out, and so he had like 5 crew guys like grab the ATV while he was on it, trying to straighten it so he could back up and then actually go up the ramp. And it was he may have actually been completely wasted. It's like, because he didn't even hit the ramp correctly the first time,
even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter, Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force surpassing her own one day.
She wasn't watching her either.
Another interesting thing that happened was the event ended, and I think all you guys left Discord except for Agent Iron Spider and myself. Scobie may have been there, I don't remember. They went back to the ring where Cena was in the ring, and as Cena got out of the ring and walked up the ramp, the crowd actually chanted, "Thank you, Cena." And you could see he was starting to he was like smiling and stuff. You could tell that he was feeling it. I guess you could say he broke character there. But I thought that was really nice, even though he's playing like a bad guy right now. He's one of those characters that's been a good guy for so long, it's kind of hard for him to play a bad guy, even though he's doing it really well. but the crowd is like not fully buying into it, you know?
I didn't know Dad had a sister.
Yeah, and I think Jalen said something in Discord last night about, yeah, he should have seen that Cody was going to lose
Local
coming.
honey. Mrs. Pearl swears by it for allergies.
And I should have also seen this coming. Because I feel like most of the really big superstars, the ones that choose to end in the ring, most of them lose their final match. So it makes sense that Cena would get the belt, and then his final match will be a title match against Cody or whoever, and he will lose the title, and then he'll be done. Because, yeah, it's like you look at, like, Ric Flair and, like, Shawn Michaels. It's like they lost their final match.
The entitlement. No surprise there.
I don't recall off the top of my head if Undertaker lost his final match or not. Stone Cold technically is not retired. Because Stone Cold actually wrestled Kevin Owens at WrestleMania like a year or two ago. It was pretty recently. Oh, I thought there was bad guys over here, maybe.
Small enough to fit a baby.
That's a pretty big baby.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, like I think that that women's match, that triple threat women's match, was like one of the best matches that not only have I seen in a long time, but of WrestleMania. That match was so good.
They know I'm here.
for another painful memory.
All right, see you, Mikey.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen. He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
Poor Dad. Kids make mistakes sometimes.
Scobie says, when's the next wrestling Discord? Probably when the next pay-per-view is. That being said, I do think it'd be really fun if we did a night. Because one thing I mentioned yesterday was there was a match that was voted as the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. I think it'd be fun to do a night where we watch that match. And then we could also throw in, like, the greatest Royal Rumble. Something like that.
Huh. Dream spot for a tea party. Kid Hazel would have loved an invite.
Hold on, I see a glowy over here.
Here they come.
What? There's too much music playing. I'd have to eliminate the other music. Krypton, take it. God. I can't see.
Now for the pattern.
When the sister got her dress dirty again, Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be. Bunny never forgive him. In a way, Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Did Mama know about this?
Uh-oh, it's a Goliath.
Jesus!
It's so loud!
No. How did I misjudge that? Hey, listen.
Bunny buried every kid she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
Hello? Is anyone home?
I guess no one's here. Mama was always sorry we couldn't afford piano lessons. Grandpa. Ugh. Don't think he would have liked me much. Bunny's really got a thing for raccoons.
It's rocking. Anybody in chat have a grandparent who's still alive and their house is, well, I guess I could say like grandparent or parent where their house is actually decorated like this? Just, it has like all this like old school, like the wallpaper and flooring and furniture and...
I used to look forward to the fair every year as a kid.
What's that buzzing noise? The fridge? That's an old stove. Yeah, this place. All right, I'm gonna make a comment here. This place is kind of a mishmash, where like that is a very old stove, but they have a water cooler, like a modern day like water cooler in here. Then they have a rotary phone. Then over here, like. That's an old, this is like, this whole sink is like, you don't normally have something like that in a kitchen. That's more of something that you'd have in a, I don't know, like a garage or something. Right, then there's like a toaster and like an old toaster oven. That's like an older style oven. And then over here, this is like kind of a more modern like mixing machine. And then look at the size of that blender. Holy crap. Also, that coffee station or that coffee pot right there, that's like something out of the 80s. Who has a blender this big? Imagine the protein shakes you could make with that thing.
Granny Couture.
That's a really wide staircase for a house like this. It's like the kind of thing that you would see in an old school hotel. Maybe this is an old school hotel. Kind of has the, I mean, this second floor has the layout of a hotel.
There's so much I never got to know about you.
Can we make that thing come alive? Like crouton?
You're both so little.
There's the baby's room.
So beautiful. Bet Cherie like that. Fit for a princess. Dad never moved past it, did he? Oh, Cherie really was cute as a button. I bet that tree made for a nice view once. Definitely Bunny's room. If she's hiding something about Molly, it should be here. Wow, I wouldn't even recognize her. She looks so in love. I bet Bunny's wedding was the talk of the town. She did look pretty, though.
Look how high off the ground this bed is. How are you even getting in this thing?
Restorative, element, grand, tapestry?
You'd have to, like, use the couch chair as, like, a stepping stool to get into the bed.
Oh, Bunny. Can't remember when I stopped dreaming about Dad. She loves a sketchy bookshelf. So many of her with Cherie. So few of her with Dad. Always so put together. Guess it helps her keep going. Holy. What kind of person needs a room like this?
Only smart people.
That's a big-ass feather. What the hell? Why's Laurent in those pictures?
If I ever built a house, I'd have a secret room. Like, my streaming room would be my secret room.
Hey, that's my distaff. Patterns, too. Where'd she get all this? Chloe Drudge. Red yarn. She found out hugging Molly's not just a scary story for kids. That's a chunk of Benji. All this research on the walls, too. She was serious. What is Bunny up to?
Did I miss something in here? Or I gotta go out? I must have missed something. Oh.
Those poor missing kids. could have been Molly's doing. Hang on, Dad? You went missing too?
You just can't get enough of my hospitality.
I'm sorry. I need to find Huggin' Molly.
Do you? What would you want with Huggin' Molly?
She took my mama. Her red yarn was all over our house.
You've been keeping secrets. Why didn't you ask before?
I did. And you didn't help.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you? Strange. Your mother never mentioned it. Or maybe not so strange. I guess we know each other's little secret now.
Are you a weaver too?
Oh dear. Why don't we have some tea? Ugh. Let me get you some fresh clothes. My pig factory is no place for a girl like you to be cavorting.
At least it's clean.
Now, what do you know about Huggin' Molly?
I know she takes children and leaves red yarn. And I've heard that you know a lot about her.
Yes. She stole your father once when he was young.
Really? How'd you find him?
Oh, Molly meant for me to find him. Trey was just bait, you see. It was me she wanted. Molly can't abide weavers because we mend the chaos her kind likes to create.
You don't think
That Molly took your mother to lure you? Well. I never found where Molly really lives, but I suspect Laurent Baptiste knows.
Laurent from the juke joint?
Friend of yours?
Friend of Mama's.
Curious. Laurent won't talk to me. I seem to have an unfortunate reputation among his crowd.
I could try.
The garden gate will take you to his place. Do let me know how it goes with Molly. I'd be most indebted if you find her.
Oh, I'll find her.
I don't
Molly
trust
took my
her.
dad, but Bunny got him back. I can get Mama back.
Awake all night to hear you breathe. I count your breaths as you dream. And at the end of dreams, you breathe. And now the leaving's done, and we still go on.
Can't let Laurent get to me. Gotta find out what he knows.
I blasted that deer with spirit energy and it didn't die. Well, hello there. I've been doing pretty good at not getting hit by those things. Ah, crap. Did I already go this way? Alright, hold on. Ow! I guess this takes me... Okay, I gotta go back through that.
What's that freaking blowfish talking about now?
Not one bit. And then she went right in that house. So I said, Bunny Flood will fillet you as soon as look at you. Oh, Hazel. Well, nice duds. You been promoted at the Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, hey, Mr. None of the Floods, come to the cottage.
Oh, you don't mean. You run into Bunny Flood and live to tell?
Mm-hmm, and she's helping me find Huggin' Molly.
Oh, out of the goodness of her heart, I'm sure. So what, y'all in cahoots now?
First off, cahoots. Second off, there's nobody I'd rather be less cahooting with.
She always did want to get her hands on a weaver.
I think I can handle my own grandma.
So now you're a Flood. No, I wouldn't have helped if I'd realized.
If I'm a Flood, it's in name only. And if my last name makes Bunny believe that I'm on her side, then I'ma use it.
Well, you sure can scheme like a real Flood. But you sure it ain't Bunny using you?
I can take care of myself without your help. I do need to get to the juke joint. Could you maybe?
Oh, you don't need my help. No, you a fancy Flood weaver now. I wouldn't want to get your new dress all slimy.
I didn't mean...
No, you take the path. There's a tree up yonder you should see. Bunny visits every year on the same day. Might tell you a little something about who you're in cahoots with.
Hey! Cahoots. He's worrying about the wrong thing. Bunny ain't nearly that bad.
Our life force moves from thing to thing. In the orchard, tree is cradle, safe inside, safe inside. You bring me flowers every spring, every spring. See,
That's the tree catfish man. Oh.
Nothing's ever really lost.
Some of the music in this game kind of reminds me of that one music game. What was that music game that we played, JT? That I need to do another playthrough of at some point down the road. Hold on. We gotta do this for science. Chat, mental note, 95%. Okay.
Can't leave these hates to fester here. Now back to the room.
One step and
I think that music works pretty well for this game. Stray Gods, yeah. That game was great. I definitely want to play it again. Good thing about that game is it's not very long. Let's just go 90% this time. I'm awful? What did I do?
while I build our empire, I tend you and love you as before. You'll always be my girl, my little baby girl.
You should keep playing the music when we're in this menu. Hold Y to unleash strands damaging enemy in a wide area. That sounds useful. What's Crouton do here? We could do increased damage for Crouton. I think this is probably gonna be better. Hold Y for an AoE. Whoa. So like a little hidden cave down here? What? There's no button prompt. Oh, right. Oh, I came from this way? Oh. I have no memory of this place.
Our life was smooth from thing to
Is that a
but without you, child, time is slow, so slow in the orchard as before. Bring me flowers every spring. Nothing's ever really lost.
It's like the tango itself is crying.
All right, chat. That is actually a save point right there, so I think that's going to be a decent place to wrap this up for tonight. Let me go back to the main menu. Here real quick for those who are watching on YouTube, there you go. We'll wrap it up right there. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.